Hi, I'm Cecile at headquarters for Just Another Button Company, and I welcome you to day 2 of Handmade Holiday. Today we're going to finish up a Jolly Joy Jingle Pincushion, which is available in this cute little kit. It contains everything except the roving, which of course you can also purchase from Just Another Button Company. Start by opening your kit, and inside you will find a handmade jingle lolly pin and the little ribbons and the wool, felted wool from Weeks Dye Works that you need to complete the project. Follow the instructions and construct 2 little squares, which you turn right side out and stuff, again according to the instructions, and at the same time you're creating these cute little peppermint striped tags to go on the edges. Today's video is going to talk a little bit about how you create what we call the poke corners. You'll notice on the cover of both the Little Bit of Joy pincushion and the Jolly Joy Jingle pincushion that instead of these being little square pincushions with star-shaped corners, like this one, they actually have nice squared off corners. You'll be so impressed about how easy it is to create what we call a poke corner. Some of these have already been done. Again, we started with this one. This is one of our Bloom Squareology charts. And we decided when we made this into a pincushion that we really wanted it to have squared off corners, and so we created this little corner just by poking. That's what we did with this one right here. This is the top layer of Jolly Joy Jingle. Here's the bottom layer of Jolly Joy Jingle, and we have already created a poke corner. On most of the sides you can see there's just a little bit of a fold right there. It opens up a little bit when you do that. I started by creating my own handy little tool with a pencil, and on it I marked a 3/4 inch line and a 1 inch line from the tip. I used a permanent marker, and then if I take my pencil and put it right at the corner of the pincushion right there and poke it in, you can see that it's just about to 3/4 of an inch right there, and then I pinched that. So I poked and then I pinched. Now my 1 inch line, I can see that my little dark fold right across there from the poke is just about 1 inch long. So I poked it into 3/4 inches, and I have a 1 inch fold right across there. And where I'm holding it close together, right there, you can see the shadow from the seam line. Now I'm going to take a needle that I've already threaded and tied a knot, and I'm going to put it into the pincushion right on the seam line about 1.5 inches back, come out right next to where the pinch line is, and I'm going to pop my knot inside to bury it. And now I'm going to take a little stitch right there in the shadow of the seam line. I'm going to take 1 stitch and pull it, and I'm going to take another stitch and pull, and then the 3rd stitch, trying to stay in the shadow there. That's right at the seam line. And on the 3rd stitch, when the loop gets short right there, I'm going to sew through the loop, and that ties a knot. And then I'm going to sew in and come out about 1.5 inches away and clip my thread right there. That buries the tail of the thread, and the poke corner is finished. You don't have to sew here or here. That's just enough to hold the pincushion in a nice square shape. Then, once I've done the poke corners on the top layer and the bottom layer, this is where it's been stuffed. So I'm going to put those 2 sides together and decide where I want my tags to be. I like them on opposite sides like that. And now I'm ready to tuft. If you watch day 1 of our Handmade Holiday series, you'll find a whole tutorial on how to do tufting. We've decided to start carrying the mattress needles for tufting. It's quite easy to tuft just by sewing up through the 2 layers like that. Then you add a button at the top and bottom, and once you're all finished, you add your jingle lolly pin, and you have a finished Jolly Joy Jingle pincushion. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy what we have tomorrow too.